Hello Virgo, welcome. This is your December general reading. This is a general reading, so who knows what the messages will be about. We'll just let the cards dictate whatever it is that needs to be read for all of you out there for this month of December. So dear universe, what messages do you have for all of our Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs at this time? We appreciate, grateful, thankful for these messages for the greatest and highest good for all Virgo for this month of December. Let's see, one more shuffle. And let's see what the universe has in store for you. All right. Your overall energy. Oh, when it comes to a relationship, you are just about at the point of total fatigue. So you're married to somebody. I feel like, you know, there's something that, oh, here with the Seven of Pentacles, you try so hard to get things to manifest and to work. And you're at a crossroads where it's like you just don't know what to do anymore to make this relationship something solid and more secure. Because you've tried and you've tried, and it's like you keep asking yourself, like, how long do I keep working at this and before we see some happiness? So you're very conflicted, and you know that you have to make a decision because you don't want to give up, but at the same token, it's like you're at the point of like, well, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Everything I do leads me down a dead end with this person. And you try so hard to make things work. It's like there's a part of you who really wants to be together. There's part of you who doesn't want to be together. You know, so how do we make this work? Because I think the two of you fight a lot. And I think when the two of you fight a lot, it's one of these things where somebody takes off and runs and just like, I'm out of here. They just quickly leave. That's not always the answer, but maybe a cool down period is necessary. But it's like, I get the feeling that you guys get into this fight and people walk away, you know, but it's like somebody's not done fighting even after the fight is over. Oh my goodness. So I think that's something that you want to see come to an end. Is like this real disconnect between the two of you, because I think in your heart of hearts you see that there is this potential for a happy home. How to get there is where you're really confused, and I don't get the sense you're ready to just up and walk away from it, but you're also ready for this to end, this kind of energy between you and your person. So emotionally, I think you're really I think you're under control. I think even though there's a lot of turbulent waters around you with your person, like you just never know what you're walking into when you walk in the door. I think there's a part of you that emotionally is really control, Virgo. But this unrest with your person, it really bothers you. It really bothers you, this unhappiness that the two of you have between each other. Because it's almost like a wall has gone up. And it's caused a lot of anxiety. So I feel like there's a lot of things you guys just aren't wanting to talk about that you need to talk about. And I think emotionally, you Virgo, are probably ready. But is your person ready? And I think that's why you get so conflicted about what you need to do. Because this is really upsetting, this relationship not really working out. Because you'd hate to see this come to an end. But you're also at a point of how long can you keep hanging in there. All right, let's see, Virgo, what else is going on? For some of you Virgos this month, be very aware of your immune system. You know, you're susceptible to catching a cold, the flu, things like that. So just, you know, rest up. Because I feel like you're not resting enough and you need to rest. Okay, so you're pushing yourself. Maybe that's how you're channeling your energy. But at the same time, you do need to take care of yourself and replenish yourself. So this Knight of Wands reversed, I mean, this is usually, you know, the card of like really being on guard, because you know that this person or this energy that you're dealing with, there can be a lot of conflict, so you're always going to be on guard. But I think you're willing to let your guard down. And it may be just what you need to do, is to let your guard down with this person. You know, there's a darkness and a heaviness. This is the card about the shadow side. But I see that there's something that really connects and bonds you. Now, the energy, though, is very toxic right now. And right now, the energy is one that, you know, you're very conflicted because, you know, it's like, but we have this connection and we're so passionate with each other. Because, like, there's this energy of chemistry and lust, and, like, the physical between you two is very, very good, but everything else is not. You know, but I think you're wanting this to come to an end. You know that it's just a matter of time. And it's going to require somebody letting their guard down. You know, because this toxic energy, it's like you guys are caught in it right now. And you're just, how do you do this? Well, you know, take the chains off. Maybe you need to just, everybody needs to have a truce. Like I say, let your guard down a little bit, because I think everybody's really defensive. You know, but I see you not wanting to walk away from this relationship so quickly. But again, there's the fighting. You know, it's like you guys need to learn how to talk to each other. You know, because, you know, there's this anger and there's this disconnect. It's like I keep getting the sense that when something happens, somebody walks out and leaves, gets really pissed off, and out the door they go. You know, the other person's left feeling really hurt and alone. You know, so can this marriage be saved? I think I've read this before for you, Virgo. You know, it's like you have to take the blindfold off and really see how you guys are hurting each other. All right. All right, anything else for our Virgos? Yeah. See, you just don't know how you're going to give this another shot. It's like you don't want to give up, but at the same time, you're exhausted. I mean, you truly are exhausted trying to get this to work. So I think you're at a point where either the two of you figure this out or you guys make a decision. And I don't feel like it's going to be, you know, just one-sided. But it's like you guys need to figure this out and get things in order, or somebody's walking. You know, because there's this, how much more of this can you take? At some point, this has got to stop between the two of you. And here it is, the ending. Yeah, so this has been going on a while. You have been unhappy in your marriage for quite a while now. Or in this relationship. And I think you want to move on. You see what you need to do. But, I mean, this anger seems to overtake you. I just, you're so red in the face. Look how red this guy's face is. Like, you're so angry. You know, this person really knows how to piss you off. But I think you also have the ability to have control of the situation. And again, a lot of it has to do with how you guys talk to each other. It's like you guys get so mad. You go from like 0 to 60, right? And there's you know, all of a sudden, you know, that calm is like you're in this real tumultuous like storm. It's like the perfect storm. All of a sudden, you guys are just explosive on each other. And that's not how this is going to get resolved. So I think there's the two of you, you know, need to figure out how to make this work. Because again, I see somebody ready to like, well, you know, fine. If this is how it's going to be, then I'm going to walk. But how long are you going to hang in there? So you're at that point of making a decision between you and your person. So this month could bring out a lot of this kind of energy. So talk to each other. Talk to each other, Virgo. Alright, what else do we have for our Virgos? Anything else? I think I want to pull out the Osho. Yeah, it's about balance and finding a real sense of fairness between each other. Because a lot has to come out. Like you guys, because you don't talk, there's a lot that needs to come out and be said. And that could come out this month. All right, let's see. Let's get some advice from our Osho deck over here. What's going on for all of our Virgos for this month of December? Virgos for the month of December, dear universe. Thankful, grateful for these messages for all of our Virgos. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Thank you, dear universe, for the messages for all of our Virgos. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Yeah, you got to do the work. You can't just like get with somebody and then you don't do the work. So I feel like everything's just like out of control. Like you've lost control and things are out of control. Sometimes things have to get out of control in order for things to get in control. You know, so it's almost like, you know, the rug, somebody shakes the rug and throws everything up in the air. And now it's just time to see how things settle. I saw this. So you can't sit back hoping that things are going to fix themselves. That's just not how it's going to be. It's like you've got to get up and you've got to do the work. You can't feel guilty about things that happened in the past. Look, the two of you need to put the past in the past. This is not about the past. This is about the present and the future. So it's time to clear your conscience. Quit feeling like there's no way out and you're really stuck. You know, it's like you guys need to clear the conscience. Open up the gates of safety so that you guys can talk to each other. This is not about like sitting down with each other on the attack. This is about you guys just unlocking what it is that's keeping you guys from connecting. You know, because I see somebody ready to walk away if you guys don't fix this. Okay, so I get this sense that somebody keeps pointing fingers. Okay, so like all of that energy's got to stop. The pointing fingers, the getting mad, getting into a fight, you know, and keep coming back for more. It's just like, let it rest. Let it rest, Virgo. Maybe you guys need a time of separation. Maybe you need something like that. Because I just see that you're not seeing clear as to how to make this marriage work. Because somebody's very impatient. There's this lack of trust between the two of you. So you've got to turn this around, this energy here. So I think decisions have to be made. But honestly, a real heart-to-heart sit-down would not hurt the two of you. And you have to be really open, okay, not defensive, as to what needs to be said. So that you can start to see what the problem is. There's a piece that's missing between the two of you guys. And it's keeping you from your relationship. So be open to the possibilities of how to fix this and turn it around if you really want to save it. Okay? So that's what I've got for you, Virgo. I hope this resonated. I'm going to do love and the new moon next week, so stay tuned for that. If you did like this reading, Virgo, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Yeah, see this, there's a manipulation, a sense of control. You got to let go. Okay, you gotta let go, Virgo. You know, and you have to make a decision about this relationship. Do you really want to make it work, or do you want to walk? What do you want to do? Okay, it's on you. Because there's been a lot of damage done. I can feel that. There's just been a lot of damage between the two of you. And it's left you guys really feeling unsettled and actually weak. You know, because where's the balance? So you've got to find your ground zero and start from there. All right, Virgo? So I will see you at the next reading. Until then, blessed be. Bye now.